So, did you practice any of the patterns? I think you got much time to practice. So, have you practiced? No? Yes. Do you want to on cameras or do you want to unmute yourself? Raghu, did you practice? I think you haven't understand a few concepts, no? Like whatever we discussed in the last class. So, did you practice?
Yes, and I don't understand the topic.
So, still you are facing the issue?
Yes, and I don't have the recording session because I
Okay.
didn't attend the class.
Okay. Okay.
I did that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Still, anyone have issue with the for loop except Raghu? For loop, nested
No,
for
no,
loops.
no, fine.
Hmm. Raghu, for you, for loops is clear, right? Only nested for loops is the issue, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. The
understood.
patterns, the patterns you have the issue.
Yeah,
Okay.
you said you will connect to me.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, tomorrow let's connect. Okay.
Okay.
You can come to home if needed. Okay. You can
Yeah,
practice here.
yeah, sure. You said today we will discuss while loop.
Yes, yes. We'll discuss. We need to also discuss the diamond pattern, but let's discuss it tomorrow once you understand the other concepts. Okay. So for me, every student matters. So everyone should understand the previous classes. Then only I can go forward with the other classes. There are two other kinds of loops. Those are while loop and do while loop. Okay. After this while loop and do while loop, there is a concept of another looping concept in the for loop only. That is also a for loop, but that for loop will be applying on the arrays. Okay, on the arrays. So we'll discuss that, and in tomorrow's class we'll discuss patterns again. So today I will share you the blog where you can practice the patterns. Then tomorrow we'll discuss symmetric patterns and diamond kind of patterns. So how would we write for loop? Correct. Yes, I equal we have a condition I less than or equals to 12. Then we have a condition that we have a action that the increment or decrement.
No, your voice is not audible now.
Now it's is it okay now?
Ah, yes.
So how do we write a for loop, basic for loop? So we just write for loop this way. This is the initialization part, and this is the condition, and this is a increment or decrement or action. Okay. Now this is a structure of a for loop. Okay. This is structure of a for loop, or let's say syntax. So syntactically, for loop means first initialization. Okay. Then we have condition, then we have increment or decrement. This is a pattern of the for loop or syntax of the for loop. Now, now whatever we write here is the code. Okay, block whatever we write in this block is called as a like a that will be executed again and again. Okay, now now if you take second loop, which is a while loop. Okay, while loop, while loop is little different. Okay, little different. The syntax will be very simple. The syntax will be very simple. Only while condition. Okay, this is the syntax. While condition. That will be the syntax. And inside this, we will write the condition. I will write the whatever the code we have to execute. That code you will be writing here. So then, uh, for a loop to run, what are the things needed? Initialization should be there. Yes or no? Initialization should be
Initialization,
there. Then
increment.
condition, okay. Condition is also there in the while loop syntax. Then again increment and decrement. If not, loop will be infinite. Yes or no? Loop will be executing. Suppose if I say I equals to 0, I less than 5, then I won't increment I. Okay, I won't increment I here. What happened? Let us keep just I. Okay, I equals to I. I will be 0 only na? Continuously I will be 0. So how many times loop will execute? It's an infinite loop, right? Infinite loop. Okay, infinite loop. So that should not happen in any of the loop. That should not happen. So there should be a definitely increment or decrement operation should be have. It should be having like a that should have inside the block or like here the condition or above or below. So wherever. Now Now in the while loop, the syntax, if you see, this is very simple and very small. So that doesn't have increment or decrement. Okay, increment or decrement. Then, sorry, then initialization. So how we will control while loop, where the while loop will start. Let's see now. Okay, let's see now. Let I equals to 0. You'll write above the loop. Okay, before starting the loop, only you will initialize the variable. Okay, now while I less than or equals to 5. Okay, console dot log, console dot log. Okay, then where is the increment and decrement? That will be inside the for loop at the end of the block. Okay, at the end of this block, we'll write. Okay, Inside the for loop, inside the loop only we'll write. So inside the while loop we'll write I plus plus. So if you see here, this is the while loop syntax. This is the for loop syntax. Okay. Clear? Not clear?
Clear.
Hmm? Okay. This is the while loop and the above one is the for loop. Any question? The syntax
No.
should be understand for. Okay. Any questions? No? Raghu, is it clear?
Yes, I'm clear.
Now let's see. Okay. This you know how it will be executed. This you know. So I'm commenting that part. Let us save this part only. Okay. So here we'll initialize. Then here we will be checking the condition because initialization will happen only one time. So that we have done above the loop only. Here the condition. So condition satisfied. This will execute. Okay. Console.log. This will execute. Then before going to the next iteration only. Okay. Before going to the next iteration only, we are incrementing the I value. So I value will be first I value was 0, the condition true, then it executed, then again it incremented. Now I value will be 1. So again I have 1 less than or equals to 5. Okay, then again it is executed. Then again 2. Okay, 2 less than or equals to 5. Okay, 2 less than or equals to 5. It is executed like that. It goes on till 5. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When the I value becomes 6 here, I value becomes 6 here, then here 6 less than or equals to 5. That condition is false. So it won't execute. Clear? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these many times it executes. Same like for loop. The syntax is different. Just the syntax is different. Now let us see the execution of this one. We will inspect this one with the tools. So is it clear?
Yeah.
Hmm. So now now there is another loop, okay? Another loop which is called as do while loop, okay? Before going to do while loop, let us see one more example on this. Now when to use this one, when to use this one is generally we go with the for loop only, okay? Generally we go with the for loop only. That means we know something is definite, means it should iterate only 5 times. So it should not iterate more than 5 times. So like the fixed condition we use for loop. But when we have a condition like to check a password, okay, to check a password, and suppose the password should be tried only 3 times, okay, the password can be tried only 3 times, then what we'll do, we instead of here we'll say, so we'll use something called as counter, okay, counter should be, okay, counter should be less than or equals to 3, okay, 3 times. Then we'll write something logic for password control, okay, I'm not writing here, so password control logic we write, then here we do counter plus plus, okay. So like this, like the small applications, small things to do it in inside a code, we use while loop, okay. Hmm. So we have to be very careful if you miss writing this one. So generally we won't miss this one, okay. We know, okay, while writing the syntax only we'll write the condition, okay, increment or decrement, okay. But here if you see now, we have to manually enter somewhere in this code this counter, I mean this controlling whatever we do action, right, increment or decrement, that we need to enter. If you forgot to type that one, okay, you can't control the loop and the loop will be infinite, okay. Hmm. So I hope this is clear for you, okay, what is while loop. Now there will be a condition, okay, there will be a condition, something called as uh let's say uh, that should be executed only one time, okay, one time for sure, the other times it's optional, okay, based on the condition, okay. Let me tell you. So just let me write this one, okay. Here we have a condition, okay, here we have a condition, okay. If condition is true, okay, if condition is true, then it goes and executes again, okay, it goes and executes again for true. For false, okay, for false, the loop will end. Yes or no? The loop will end. The loop will end here if it is false. But, okay, but when it comes to the while loop, when it comes to the do while loop, sorry, do while loop, do while loop, even if the condition is true or false, it doesn't bother, okay. If the condition is true or false, it doesn't care. Once it is printed, suppose let's say welcome to Kalyan is a code, okay, block of code. So welcome to, sorry, sfkc will be printed, okay, welcome to sfkc will be printed once, then it will go and check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will print again, okay. If it is false, it will end. So how many times the loop is executed now? Sorry, how many times the condition is executed? I mean the block, this block is executed in the do while loop. This is called do, then while, means then check.
2 times.
Suppose let's say the condition is false, okay, the condition is false, okay, let's say the condition is false. Here only let me write, here only let me write, 1 second. Now tell me, okay, there is a difference between these two, no? Paka, there is a difference between these two, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
So here also initialization is there, here also initialization is there, here also condition is there, okay, here also condition is there, okay. Let me write increment decrement operator, 5 plus, okay, okay. Now 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 if you see here, if suppose this is the counter, okay, counter is 5, okay, will this be printed welcome to sfdx?
No.
No, right? No, okay, that will not be printed. Now let's say let I equals to 7, okay. What is this one? Do, okay, do. Are we checking the condition here first only?
Yeah.
See here, are we checking the
No.
condition here?
No.
No, we are
No.
not checking the condition whether I is less than 5. So we are doing it, okay, we are doing it. So this will be done first, okay. Console.log do while check, it will be printed, then it is incremented, then which will be incremented? I value. So what is the I value now? I value will be 8,
8.
okay. Now it will go and check, okay. I someone is having a background noise a lot, mute yourself, yeah. So while I less than or equals to 5, so is 8 less than or equals to 5? No, right?
False.
False. So it will terminate. But even if the condition is false also, how many times it got executed? Come on,
1.
one time. So do while is a loop where even if the condition is not satisfied, it will be done or it will be printed one time. It will be executed one time. This block of code will be executed one time. Then it will go and check the condition. If it is true, then it is go on iterating. But if it is false, okay, it won't. Okay, this is a like a flow diagram. Okay, this is called flow diagram. Okay, do is a condition. Okay, so do without a condition check. After doing it, after executing that block, then you go and check the condition. If it is true, then again you execute that block. So one time for sure. Okay, one time for sure. This is clear, right, for everyone? What is do while?
Yes.
When it comes to the for loop, second. So not for loop. If we talk about the while loop, Here condition will be checked. Okay, if the condition is true, then only the block of code will be executed. Okay, the block of code will be executed. Okay, then again it will go and check for the condition. Then again, if it's true, it goes on like this. If it is false, it will end here. Okay, it will end false, then end of the code, end of the logic. Okay, this is same for the while loop and for loop, but do while is little different. The block will be executed one time, then the condition will be checked, then it goes on. Okay, clear na difference between the do while and while?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Hmm. At least one time, if you want to run the code, then we'll use do while. Any questions?
No, no, clear.
Clear, no?
Yes.
Suppose you want to break the loop. There is something, only one thing you have to learn. Break and continue. Okay, break and continue. Suppose you want to, okay, you want to loop, you want to, sorry, stop the loop before meeting this condition. Okay, before meeting, let me clear this one. So let's say normal only. Okay, if, okay, if I, okay, equal to 1, okay, equal to 1, then let me say break. Okay, okay, let me say break. So what happens? It will be printed for I0, it gets printed. Okay, I get I0, so the console log will be printed. Now after iteration, is the I value equal to 1? No, no. So this is very important. Try to understand. When I equals to 0, it gets printed. Yes or no? Okay, I equals to 0, it gets printed. Now I0 got printed. Now I value will be 0 only, so the condition fail, it won't break. Okay, it won't break. Now let's say I equals to sorry, I plus plus, so that means I value becomes 1. So again it gets printed. Is I value equal to 1? Yes or no?
Yes.
So then what you have written? Break. Okay, what you have written? Break. That means if this happened, I value equals to 1, the the text, the logic should be completed. I mean this condition will not be executed again and again, where it won't go for increment also. This loop will break and it comes out of the loop. So only for I equals to 0, I equals to 1 only it gets printed. I equals to 2, it won't become only, because the loop is broken. Okay, so is it clear? Condition.
Yeah, it is clear.
Break, you have to understand very clearly before completing the loop in condition only. Okay, like I equals 0, 1, 2, 3, if we want to end the loop at a particular number, then we can execute that one. Okay, in few scenarios only it will happen. Okay, in few scenarios only it will happen. Okay, now let's say you are having a database of 100 students. What you will do? You will check. You will check from student name equals to, so means student of 0, student of 1, student of 2. You keep on checking. Okay, if you find Raghu, let's say Raghu at a particular, 30th place. Okay, 30th place you find Raghu. Still you want to go and checking still 100?
No.
You want to break it, right? So you found Raghu. So still why you want to execute the loop till 100 times? No, na? You can stop the loop, na? So that time you have to write like this. If student name, whatever you found, student name of some I value is equal to Raghu, then break the loop. This is a real time requirement. Clear?
Yeah.
This should be very clear for you. Okay. Break should be very clear for you. If you want, I can write the code also, like whatever we have discussed. Let me write it. That will be better. You know, na array you will how you will create an array. Can you tell me
Box.
how? Just a general array.
Square bracket.
Uh,
Square bracket.
Okay. Square bracket equal to. Okay. Neha. Then let's say Raghu. Let's say restaurant. Manoj. Okay. So you have the student name. Let's say student names array. Okay. Student names equals to. Now let me write the loop. Okay. Let me write the loop for I equal to 0, I less than or equal to, okay, I less than or equal to, how many? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So can I write I less than or equal to 5? Then I plus plus, okay. So 5 times you iterate from starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Now, if, okay, so suppose we don't have, okay, we don't have break, okay. If student names of, so can I write 0, then 1, then 2, like this also I can write now to check. This you have to understand very clearly. This I have told you this example when I have talked about the loops. The first time when I have talked about the loops, I have told you this example. Okay. Again, I am telling you. Now, this is the loop. Okay. This is the loop. Outside the loop, so outside the if condition, console.log still checking. Okay. Still checking. Now tell me. This is clear, na? This example.
Yeah, clear.
yeah.
Do anyone have doubt why I have written like this?
No.
Everyone clear about this one, because this is the arrays concept which we have done
Yeah.
long back, 2 weeks
Yes.
back almost. Okay. What is the meaning of I here? I will be changing from 0 to
0 to 5.
5.
0 to 1.
5,
0 to
4.
1. 0
No,
to, okay.
0 to 4. 5 we won't see, because 5 we will stop the loop. So
Yeah.
I value will be, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it will become, but we won't execute. We'll stop here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Now, if you see here, just a minute, yeah. If you see here, what is meaning of student of I means this student
Index.
name
It is
Index.
of
checking
0
if
means the index value if 0, then that will be Neha. So Neha equal to Raghu. No,
no.
the condition is false. So this we won't see. This will be printed. Okay, this will be printed. Yes or no?
Yeah.
This will be printed. Still checking. Then again, for loop will iterate. It will go from 0 to 1.
1.
Okay, 0 to 1. So 1 will be Raghu. Raghu equal to Raghu. So console.log
True.
found Raghu. True. Okay, this
Yeah.
will found Raghu will be executed. Okay, found Raghu will be executed. But still you see this option. Yes or no? Still
Yeah.
checking. We haven't stopped now. We haven't keep a breakpoint there.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not stopping the loop. You are telling the loop to check Raghu. If found Raghu, print Raghu. But you are not telling the loop. If you found Raghu, then stop execution. Don't go till fifth candidate. Don't keep on checking. That we haven't written the code in that way. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So let me execute this one. Then we'll keep a breakpoint. So this is only happening. Okay, this is only happening. Welcome to SFDX. Why only this is happening? Welcome to SFDX. Loops example counter. Welcome to SFDX. Counter is less than or equals to 3. Then console.log. If I equals to 1, then break. Okay. Then let I equals to 7. So do console.log student names. Let me write student names here. The student names equals to this one. I less I equals to 0. Oh my god. Just a minute. Let I equals to 0. Okay. Okay. This is like a duplicating the variable. So there are mistakes. Just a minute. One. Let me break this one. So this is controlled by counter variable. This is controlled by J. Okay. This is controlled by J. And do we have any I dependency? Yeah, here we are controlling it with I. Okay, let I equals 0, I less than. So here I is being controlling the for loop. Here counter is controlling the while loop. Then here J is controlling the do while loop. So this is clear now for everyone. Let's just check it out. Mm-hmm. It is undefined. Just a minute. That's happening.
I have checked it now.
Hmm?
Many loops cannot work in one button.
Sorry.
I have checked it yesterday. Many loops
Okay.
are not working in one button when we are clicking it.
Is it?
Yes, Anna.
That should not happen actually. Let me check. When we have while and do while, it worked, right? But this is not working. So something issue with this, I think. Let me check it. Initialize it true for undefined. What is this undefined? Why? Did we miss anything here? This is okay. Let's debug. It's printing here. So just a minute. I think somewhere I missed something. Let me check it. Here it is printing. So what's happening inside the loop? Are we not controlling the loop correctly? I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus the student names of I equal to mm,
Once right, else none.
no, that doesn't help. Let me check it again. So this is the loop, this is the if condition, and this is in here. Okay. Let me try it again, then we'll have some changes in the code. Hmm. I'm not sure what happened last time, but same code, it didn't execute that time, now it is getting executed. Okay, maybe something loading issue. So let me clear the extra things. So we haven't changed anything here. So this is a array of 5 elements, and we are looping from 0th element to the 5th element. And if you found Raghu, then you are telling that we found Raghu. Okay, still checking. Now at index I. So this will help me at which index we are. Okay. Okay. See, still checking. Now at the index 0. Then we found Raghu. At which index? Come on, come out of the mute.
First one.
One index. Then we are still checking. Now at index 2. Still checking at index 3. So even we found Raghu, we keep on checking. Okay.
Yeah. If we use break, it will start it. It will stop at
Yeah.
found Raghu.
Yeah. Okay. We'll execute that one. Now, when you found Raghu, just do a break. Yes. Now, let me add it again, the component. So we checked at the index 0. When it became index 1, then we found Raghu. Clear?
Yeah.
So still checking, we didn't get the still checking notification. In the first index, we found Raghu. So the use of break is clear, right?
Yes.
So can you all just work out on continue part? Continue. There is something called as continue. Like break, there is something called as continue. Okay, there's something called as continue. So what is mean by continue? You explain me tomorrow. Okay, just take one example. Bhavani, can you explain continue tomorrow? There is something called as continue keyword. You there, Bhavani?
Yes, I'll try.
Okay, so Varshit, you can also try. Okay, so there is something called
Okay.
as continue. What is that continue? We'll see tomorrow. And let me write another loop here for so this is multiple loops. Okay, I think Manoj or Jitendra, you told no. So multiple loops we can't execute. So we can, let's see it. What error we see? Okay, I think someone answered it like we can't execute multiple loops in a one button. That's not true. Okay, because loop doesn't disturb anything inside. Who was that one who tried this
Yeah,
multiple loops?
me and
Jitendra,
Jita.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
I think
For
somewhere
pattern thing.
I think you use the same again and again.
I
Let
think
I.
I have initialized with I think.
So if
Multiple.
you initialize any variable I mean, if you declare any, declare means declaring is different, initialization is different. Okay. Let I, that is different. Let I equals to 0 is initialization. Let I is a declaration. Okay. So you can only initialize or declare any variable only one time. Then after that, you can only assign the data to it. Again, you can't say let. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe that was the issue in your code. So check it.
yeah, okay.
Even till now, we were also doing the same thing, right? We used multiple times let I, let I, let I. So once we have cleared that everything and used different variables, now it got executed. Okay.
Yeah, no, fine. I will do it.
Hmm. Okay. So we'll meet in tomorrow's class. I think Jitendra, Bhargav, Manoj, you have few questions. You please stay back. Rest of the people you can leave, or if you want to stay, you can stay. Jitendra, can you share your screen?